Hey, I'm John Currence, chef and owner of the City Grocery Restaurant Group from Oxford, Mississippi. Today, we're at our breakfast spot in Birmingham, Alabama on Highway 280 called Big Bad Breakfast. One of the things that most folks don't realize is that chefs in the South, all of us, take our fried chicken very seriously. It's sort of a badge of honor, who can make the best. When I started working on mine a decade and a half or so ago and really wanted to perfect it to get on our menu, one of the things that I first thought was that brining the chicken first would do everything that it would possibly take to bring that chicken to another level. One of the first things that I went to, because nothing goes better with a piece of hot fried chicken than ice cold Coca-Cola, was using Coke as the base for my brine. This particular recipe is one that we added to my first cookbook, Pickles, Pigs, and Whiskey. And it's very simple. As you can see here, we only have about 5 ingredients. We start with a base of just room temperature Coca-Cola, a tiny little bit of hot sauce to spice it up. If that wasn't quite enough, we'll hit a tiny little bit of cayenne pepper for a little more spice, a little bit of garlic for a little of that aromatic flavor, salt, so you want to add salt to the meat as well, and then we finish it up with some fresh thyme. Now, as you see, I'm kind of crumbling this up. It's not really anything falling off. I'm just trying to activate the oils in the fresh thyme. And we'll just whisk that very lightly. You just want to dissolve that salt. And then you immediately take your chicken, cut up and washed, and just drop it down in the brine. And you're going to let this sit for about 2 hours. In the meantime, you can start making your batter. The first thing that we'll do is we'll take some all-purpose flour. We'll add a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder. Like everything else I do, a little bit of cayenne pepper for some spice, maybe a little more cayenne pepper, a little bit of baking soda, black pepper. And then you mix that up really well. Now, great secret for baking anything that you're making and for making this particular fried chicken batter is you always want to add your wet ingredients to your dry and work it in while you're pouring. We'll add a little bit of vegetable oil or peanut oil if you like. And then finally, sort of glue for the whole equation, just a little bit of lightly scrambled egg. And so as you can see, this is a nice thin batter. You look at it on the end of your finger, it just barely coats it. And that is going to make some of the best fried chicken you've ever had. So what we'll do first is take our chicken that has been dried nicely. And one of the important things about frying as well is that the drier the chicken is, the less spatter you're going to have in the pan. We take our chicken, we dip it in the batter, make sure that it coats nicely. You want to pull it out slowly and hold it over the bowl so that as much of that batter drips off as possible. And then slowly put it with your fingers down in the oil. Don't be afraid of the oil. As long as you put it in slowly and you don't drop it, you won't throw oil everywhere and you won't burn yourself. And then right at the very last second, you get to the very nib, drop the chicken into the oil. Watch for the chicken to start to brown. And as it browns up and turns a nice golden color, we'll begin to take it out. Remove it to a cooling rack and let it drip just long enough till it cools enough you can eat it. There it is. Coca-Cola brine fried chicken. That's as good as it gets. Finish it up with a couple of nice dill pickle slices on top. That'll knock a little bit of the sweetness down. Serve that up, and I promise you, that's the best fried chicken you ever ate.